So talking about money,
Yeah.
Nowadays we see a lot of startups
Yeah.
coming into the music industry.
Yeah.
How do you see what things are changing? Is it the preference or is it the technology? Or what is changing around that we see a lot of startups coming into musical industry?
Yeah, see, this industry has evolved drastically, man, over the last, I would say, last 10 to 12 years. Because, of course, YouTube had come a lot earlier when, it was there in the scene since 2006, 2005.
Absolutely.
It was there. But YouTube was not really paying you much. Or maybe it was not even paying you anything to
Correct.
upload your content or anything. But by the time all these musicians got to know that you can actually monetize your YouTube channel and you can start making money out of it, and big money, the whole industry changed. The whole industry changed. It became like a business for a lot of people. A lot of musicians nowadays want to have like a YouTube channel. They want to promote it, give it a nice, great promotion for a year and start making money out of it. And a lot of people are doing it. And they're making good, like, millions of, I won't say millions of dollars, but in our currency, they're actually making millions every month.
Every month?
Every month, yeah. I know a lot of people like that. Yeah.
Is it only coming from one particular platform, or like is it a bunch of platforms where you can...
You have a lot of... You can name them: Spotify, Wink Music, Apple Music. You have YouTube, of course, is there nowadays. And Instagram has also started not really paying you, but now if you have like great deal of followers on your Instagram, let's say if you have 100K followers, organic, genuine followers, you can still make $1,000 a month.
Just by putting music?
Just by putting music and promoting XYZ brands on it.
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
Can you like do a little math for me to understand it better in an easy way?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, I am an aspiring musician and I want to start today.
Okay.
How much do I expect? What is the timeline? And what actually can I make? Like, I am a musician.
Yeah.
I am a pro musician who is good with the skills.
Yeah.
Now I want to market myself.
So
what would be the next steps and the math?
See, I'll tell you. I also understood this thing. So I'm 33 right now, and I just got to know about this thing. Okay, I won't say that I know it, but I know how am I supposed to be doing it now.
Okay.
So मुझे ना किसी एक बहुत ही अच्छे म्यूजिशियन ने एक बात कही थी अभी 2-3 हफ्ते पहले ही कि ऋषि, अगर तुझे 5 लाख का आर्टिस्ट बनना है ना तो 10 लाख रुपए लगा दे. इन्वेस्ट 10 लाख रुपीज ऑन योरसेल्फ. एक बार 10 लाख लगाया, लेकिन तू उस 10 लाख के साथ तू 5 लाख का आर्टिस्ट बन चुका है. इफ यू डू 5 shows in a month, that becomes 45 lakh rupees a month. So now you have to, यार इट्स मोर लाइक, अब वो कहते हैं ना कि आपने एक पौधा लगाया, आपने पौधा तो लगा दिया, चलो
बिल्कुल,
बट लेकिन 10 दिन तक अगर आपने उसको उस खाद को पानी नहीं दिया, कुछ दिया ही नहीं, तो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स गोना डाई.
Absolutely.
You have to start feeding it either with money. Of course, money will surely play a very huge and important role in your particular art form. आजकल के टाइम पे if you go to an academy to learn music, आज से बहुत साल पहले ना, 30 साल 35 साल पहले, जो मैं बड़े बड़े गुरुओं से सुनता हूँ कि ना गुरु शिष्य परंपरा हुआ करती थी एक, if you know about it. So उसमें क्या होता था कि like I haven't really done it because गुरु लोग तो मेरे घर पे ही थे ना. All of these people were my grandfather, my father was at my place, so I didn't really have to go through the entire procedure of that guru shishya parampara.
Correct.
But I have seen people really coming at our place and हमारे ही घर पे 6 महीने 1 साल रुकना म्यूजिक सीखने के लिए, and they would do anything and everything to learn it. As in like I won't name those big musicians. बहुत बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट हैं आज के टाइम पे जो हमारे मेरे फादर से, मेरे ग्रैंडफादर से सीखने आते थे, जो कि इंडस्ट्री में अभी बॉलीवुड में दे लाइक बिग शॉट पीपल, बिग सिंगर्स. सो वन ऑफ दिस गाय वुड जस्ट स्टे एट अ प्लेस एवरी इवनिंग. ही वुड गो विद माई फादर, पिक अप हिज कीबोर्ड उठाकर लेकर जाएगा शो पे. He would place the keyboard, do his sound check, and then my father would perform. Then he would wrap up his keyboard again and come back and he'll keep the keyboard at. So मतलब ये भी किया है लोगों ने,
गुरु शिष्य पूरा
जो परंपरा होती है कि नहीं, गुरु के पैर दबाना.
Correct.
एंड उससे पहले तो लोग, जो गुरु लोग अकेले रहते थे, जिनकी शादियां नहीं हुई थी, क्योंकि काफी म्यूजिशियंस लोग शादी नहीं करते थे, तो उन लोगों के घर पे वो खाना ही बनाते थे. दे वुड कुक ऑल्सो, दे वुड, हाँ, जस्ट टू लर्न, बिकॉज फीस तो दे नॉट पेइंग in fees.
Correct.
But they would just pay their gratitude with with so much affection towards his or her guru or whatever, कि वो पूरा dedication के साथ सीखेंगे. तो they would pay, but उसके अलावा they would do multiple things like cooking or maybe cleaning the house or just making sure that कि वो कहीं पर जा रहे हैं तो उनका सामान उठा लिया. वो गुरु, और वो होता है, that comes naturally when you.
Correct.
आजकल के टाइम पे, so I've been a teacher in school. I've been a music teacher for like a really long time in different schools, like good international schools. And so when you go to an academy to learn music, you're actually paying money. You're paying money and आप पैसे देकर सीख रहे हो. But आपको नहीं पता कि आप पैसे देकर क्या सीख रहे हो, क्योंकि आजकल के टाइम पे there are like a lot of academies which is like business. Of course, it's business. तो अब ये business भी बन चुका है. And I won't say they're doing wrong or something, but they're doing a wonderful thing. At least they're trying to teach somebody. But लेकिन वही है कि स्टूडेंट्स को पैसे देकर अब सीखना पड़ रहा है. अब ये बहुत ड्रास्टिक चेंज है. 30 साल पहले आप पैसे नहीं दे रहे थे, लेकिन अब आप पैसे दे रहे हो, और आप XYZ अमाउंट. बिकॉज मुझे याद है कि मैं जब पियानो सेशंस देने जाया करता था, तो मैंने एक घंटे के मैंने 5-5 हज़ार भी चार्ज किए हैं फॉर अ सिंगल सेशन. आई एम नॉट रियली टीचिंग एनीमोर प्राइवेट ट्यूशंस एंड ऑल. आई हैव स्टॉप्ड डूइंग इट बिकॉज आई barely have time for it.
Correct.
But there are like a lot of people who have made it a profession that we want to be teachers. We are professional teachers. We're not professional singers. We don't want to be called as professional commercial artists, but we are professional teachers. We'll teach. और ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं जो प्रोफेशनल सिंगर्स के भी गुरु हैं, वो उनको भी सिखाते हैं.
करेक्ट.
हो सकता है कि वो प्रोफेशनल सिंगर ज़्यादा अच्छा गाता हो, बट लेकिन टेक्निकलिटीज तो सीखनी है आपको. सो यू हैव टू लर्न इट थ्रू समबडी.
करेक्ट.
सो यू नीड that particular teacher. So they're like, so this is actually one of the, as it's one of the most biggest entertainment growing industries, where like performing arts, of course. Dancers, singers, and every channel these days have at least 10 different reality shows coming up.
Right.
For singing.
Right.
Like I can't really name all of them, but of course, like the ones who are watching TV these days, and there are like a lot of reality shows which are not even there on TV, which are there on
OTT platforms.
YouTube. Yeah, there's so many of them.
Correct.
So many of them. So this is like, of course, it's a big business nowadays, man, and which is good. Like अगर आपके art form में आपको business भी मिल जाए, what's better than that? You make your living out of it with your art form. और जैसे कि मैंने अब 25-26 साल, so I'm 33, so I've been learning 6-7. So I've invested, I won't say I've invested money, but I've invested time, and time means money.
Absolutely.
आजकल के टाइम में तो it means money.
Correct.
Whenever I go for a performance anywhere, I'm performing for 2 hours and I'm getting an XYZ amount, which is more like I've invested a lot of time. अब वो time मुझे पैसे में वापस मिल रहा है. But अब क्या है कि अब टाइम के साथ आपको पैसा भी लगाना पड़ रहा है. You have to invest money. सीखने के लिए आपको पैसा लगाना है. You have to go to a certain academy or a teacher to learn and give him money to learn. आप क्या कर रहे हो? दूसरे टीचर को बिजनेस दे रहे हो, और वो आपको बिजनेस सिखा रहा है.
ओके, हाँ, बिल्कुल.
कि in future, maybe after a year, 2, 5 years, 10 years, whatever time,
Correct.
this is how you're going to make money with this particular art form. अब बहुत easy ये भी हो गया कि you have all these amazing platforms. You have to really upload. पहले के टाइम पे क्या होता था कि एक एल्बम निकालना used to be a task.
करेक्ट.
एल्बम का अब ट्रेंड ही नहीं है. The trend is of all these EPs, singles. You put that song and you can become a star overnight. If one song clicks, and आजकल के टाइम पे एक ये चीज़ और है कि ना पता नहीं मुझे किसी ने बोला था अभी कुछ दिन पहले मेरे एक शो पे कि ना स्टार बनता नहीं आजकल के टाइम पे आप स्टार बनाए जाते हो. आपको बनाया जाता है, आपको इतना ज़्यादा सुनवाया जाता है लोगों को, and that can be done with a little investment in your profile where you put a little money and business, of course, as it is business. तो आप बिजनेस में क्या करते हो? वही पौधे में आपने पानी देना है, तो आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, और वो वापस फिर डबल ट्रिपल होके आपके पास वापस आना ही है. It has eventually it's going to come back to you. So now, yeah, a lot of these guys, good musicians, great musicians, okay musicians, are putting in money in their songs, in their production. Production, of course, it costs. आप म्यूजिक प्रोड्यूस करवाते हो, किसी प्रोड्यूसर के पास जाओगे, वो प्रोड्यूसर का बिजनेस हो गया. आपने उसको पैसे दिए, आपने गाना बनवाया, आपने वो गाना फिर आपने मिक्सिंग मास्टरिंग इंजीनियर को दिया, फिर उस इंजीनियर ने भी पैसा बनाया, आपके पास एक फाइनल प्रोडक्ट बन के आया, आपने वो किसी पर्टिकुलर प्लेटफॉर्म पे डाला, अब उसमें आपने 20, 30, 50 हज़ार, 1 लाख, जितना डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट्स योर व्हाट्स योर, यू विल गेट लाइक अ ग्रेट डील ऑफ रीच आउट ऑफ इट. वो जबरदस्ती यूट्यूब पे बोलते हैं ना, व्हाट इज दैट पर्टिकुलर टर्म, दैट ad, there are these ads that you actually start playing on before the song comes in.
Correct.
वो ads of course वो तभी चलती हैं जब आप YouTube में थोड़ा invest करते हो.
बिल्कुल.
You invest and YouTube again it is paying you back. I just got to know that for 1 million views, for organic 1 million views, you're getting like maybe let's say like $1,000 to $5,000 for 1 million views.
Okay.
So suppose if a song has organic let's say 10 million views, he's already made like good 20-30 grand, $30,000 out of it.
$30,000. And this is coming from the investment of roughly around?
यार it can be anything bro. I mean बहुत सारे म्यूजिक वीडियोस मैंने देखे हैं जो शायद 50,000 के बजट पे शूट हुए हैं. 50,000 के बजट पे शूट हुआ, लेकिन उन लोगों ने शायद 2 लाख रुपए लगा दिए प्रमोशन पे, 3 लाख लगा दिए. It's like a gamble. It works.
Absolutely.
It has
correct.
And the product also has to be like really good, it has to be sellable. तो वो एक मार्केट समझने वाली बात है यार, और अपनी पोटेंशियल समझने वाली बात है, because there are rappers, but rappers have started singing these days.
Correct.
Yeah. They don't want to be called as rappers, they want to be called as singers. For the commercial market. हो सकता है कि उनके अंदर वही एक रैपर का एक एक और हो. But who wouldn't want to drive a Mercedes?
Correct.
Who wouldn't want to? So to reach at that level, you have to, of course, as I don't want to name any artist, but in XYZ, and while I was coming here, I was listening to this video where he was also on a podcast, and he said that I did this particular song and I shot this song internationally. Internationally मैंने shoot किया, and I was the one who actually started shooting these songs internationally, and I bought an international video guy to shoot it, and I just posted this on Instagram and invested a little money on the promotion. And he has a net worth of, let's say, more than 500 crores or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah. In like what, 8 years, 10 years time. So it's all about जितना पानी दो.
Gamble है.
हाँ, it is gamble, but लेकिन वो एक ही click चाहिए आपको. One of this artist very recently, he collaborated with an international artist. Maybe last year. And that song has like maybe 700 million or maybe 600 million views on it. Okay, and what he was charging 4 years back, that rough amount was 50 grand with his entire team. He charges 25 lakh rupees right now for a show.
Okay. Got it.
So that you need that one click. And the audience has to accept, and you have to give the audience what the audience want.
Right.